beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Scene opens in Vailina's living room, where the four characters are surrounded by half-opened boxes, camping gear, snacks, and random items. They are preparing to head out to the infamous mountain of Concord in Wyoming. The atmosphere is a mix of excitement, confusion, and chaos as they try to pack everything they might possibly need.
Alright, okay. So we need the essentials. Laptop. Check. Phone? Check. Bluetooth speaker? Double check.
Laptop. Dude, we're going into the wilderness. You're not going to be watching Netflix in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing? Preparing for a hotel stay?
You never know when you'll need to, like, Google what to do when you're stuck in a forest surrounded by trees. And I can't just leave my Bluetooth behind. How else am I supposed to blast my epic playlist while we fight off the wild chickens? Wild chickens? Dave, I think you've been watching too many weird YouTube conspiracy videos. Last time I checked, chickens don't come with survival instructions.
Yeah, well, at least Dave's ready for the soundtrack to his inevitable failure. What are we packing for? Some treacherous chicken battle? Are we going to war with poultry?
Absolutely. They say the mountain of Concord has the most vicious wildlife. Especially the chickens. I'm not going in unprepared.
So you're packing everything except actual survival gear. Got it. At least I won't die of boredom when I starve. I'll just eat the playlist.
Scene opens at Vailina's house. The bags are packed, the car is ready, and the group is about to head out. But there's a major problem. Earik's standing there, holding his backpack, looking like he's been told the world is flat. He's not in the group's travel plans, and Belma is furious. Dave and Vailina are driving in the car, looking sheepish, while Belma paces, fuming.
Are you kidding me? You two didn't even think to put Earik on the list? How do you forget to invite half the group to the actual adventure?
Hey, we just thought, well, we didn't forget, it's just that. Well, it's a mountain trip, you know. It's going to be rough, and Earik's more of an indoor person.
Exactly. We were trying to protect him. I mean, look at him. He's got that softer vibe, not like the rugged mountain man persona we're going for. You can't just throw someone into the wild like that.
You're telling me that Earik can't handle it because he's not wearing enough flannel. Did you think he was going to crumble under the weight of a sack of trail mix? Maybe you two should have considered that Earik is a human, not a domesticated houseplant.
I mean, he's not wrong. The mountain is intense. You know, harsh weather, wild chickens, trees that look like they're about to attack you. Earik could have gotten lost. Or worse, he might have ruined our very important selfie shots.
That's right. I mean, the whole idea of the trip is to conquer the mountain. And Earik, well, he's more into conquering video games, not wilderness. Nature.
You two are out of your minds. You think Earik would just curl up in a fetal position under a tree when he sees a squirrel? It's a mountain, not a reality TV show. Why do you always underestimate him?
It's not about underestimating. It's about strategic planning for maximum survival. We're like the Justice League of the wilderness, except, one of us forgot to invite the guy who's got the brains.
Yeah, it's like a delusional brain strategy. We thought if we went without Earik, it would be less, cluttered? Like, pure mountain energy, no? Focused. Like one of those extreme sports documentaries where the camera is always zoomed in on someone's face as they go up a rock wall without breaking a sweat.
Pure mountain energy? Please, you two are so out of touch, you'd get lost walking into a Starbucks.
There's a long pause, as Belma glares at Dave and Vailina. Dave shifts awkwardly, while Vailina starts flipping through a random magazine like it's a shield.
Look, okay, if Earik wants to come along, we'll just throw him in the back seat. Maybe, put him in charge of, snacks. You know, in case he gets hungry. For knowledge.
MMHMM. Or he could be in charge of, bird watching. Or plant identification. You know, so we're not totally clueless in the wilderness. He's good at that, right? Plants are like his thing, right?
Plant identification? Are you two serious? You think Earik's gonna save us with a bunch of dandelions? Do you know what we need right now? We need someone with common sense, not someone who can spot an oak tree from a mile away.
Well, I mean, I do know the difference between a pine tree and a other kind of tree. I've seen documentaries.
Yeah, we've all watched documentaries. We're like nature experts at this point. I'm basically ready for National Geographic to knock on my door any minute now.
You two are really delusional. You're the kind of people who would get lost in a tree museum. On purpose.
Earik, come on, we're ready to go. What's the hold up?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I was just excluded from this trip, like I'm some sort of backup character you're just throwing in at the last minute. You know, like I don't have the necessary skills to survive the wild without turning this into a disaster. Look, man, you know we didn't mean to. I mean, it wasn't that we excluded you, we forgot to put you on the invite list. It happens. You know how it goes.
Yeah, totally. It wasn't personal, I swear. I just thought. Well, you did say you were planning to stay in and binge watch documentaries instead of going hiking. That kind of, didn't seem like your thing, why no?
Didn't seem like his thing? Really, Vilena? I mean, seriously? Are we going with the he's a nerd, so he's not cool enough for the mountain excuse now?
Oh, so now it's the wild chickens? You were worried about me dying from chickens? Are you serious? If anyone's going to get attacked by a chicken, it's going to be you two, running around in your neon boots, waving around Bluetooth speakers like they're some kind of defensive weapon.
I can't believe we're this late. We were supposed to be at the airport 2 hours ago, and now we're just stuck here on this stupid bridge. Seriously, why didn't we just leave earlier? This is all our fault.
I don't know. I mean, we knew it was a long drive, but we were busy with all that packing and the debate about the kite and, well, I thought we were gonna have more time to make it to the airport.
Yeah, you thought. You know what? I'm starting to think we should have just let Earik plan this whole thing. At least he would have thought of the time zone differences, or something. He would have known that this bridge isn't going to make it to the airport any faster.
Earik. Yeah. He probably would have packed us some emergency trail snacks, too. You know, just in case we were stuck here with no Wi-Fi. Or, God forbid, no laptop.
You really think a laptop was the best idea?
Well, I thought it'd be good for, you know, emergency video calls to get us out of tricky situations. Like when we're stuck on this bridge for 2 hours and need to call a helicopter. Or Google Maps. Whichever comes first.
We didn't need to call a helicopter, Dave. We needed a time machine. And we didn't even get Earik to remind us that the flight was going to leave without us. Ugh, I'm getting sweaty just thinking about how much time we've wasted.
I'm sweating so much. I feel like we're about to have a mountain adventure without even leaving Feline Street. How did we even get here? We were doing fine at the house. But then, poof. The time just slipped away.
Yeah, and now we're going to be that couple that shows up at the airport like complete messes, just in time to see the flight pull away from the gate. I swear, if we miss it, I'm going to find the nearest mountain and live there forever.
Scene opens inside the sleek and ultra-modern first-class cabin of a large airplane, soaring high above the clouds. The luxurious seats are plush, the overhead lights are soft, and the gentle hum of the engines fills the space with a calming rhythm. Belma and Earik are seated by the window, their faces pressed to the glass, gazing out at the vast sky and the clouds below. Belma is staring out the window, a half smirk on her face as the airplane ascends into the sky. Earik, on the other hand, seems uncharacteristically quiet for the moment, his eyes lost in thought.
You know, Earik, I really thought we were going to miss this flight. I mean, with how much chaos Vilena and Dave were throwing at the whole get to the airport situation, it seemed like they had zero chance of not being late.
Oh, I knew they'd get us here. Somehow, some way. I mean, I've been in enough chaotic situations to know that nothing's impossible for those two.
Yeah, impossible might be a stretch. But if I hadn't reminded them that we were literally going to miss the plane, who knows? They were too busy obsessing over that stupid kite and Dave's emergency Bluetooth speaker. I was starting to wonder if they were going to bring the whole disco with them to the mountain.
I swear, if they ever try to convince me that Bluetooth is an essential survival tool, I'm going to lose it. I mean, who needs to blast music when you're about to hike into the wilderness? Huh. It's like they thought they'd just dance their way to safety.
Well, if they did try to get us to safety with a dance-off, I'd be first in line to leave. But hey, here we are. First-class seats, no delays, and, well, a mildly disoriented journey, but we're here.
The airplane begins to cruise at altitude, and the view from the window shows a beautiful panorama of clouds and a golden sunset reflecting off the wings. Belma's eyes wander across the horizon, while Earik's gaze is fixed on the far-off mountains below.
You know, Earik, I've been thinking. The mountain of Concord. It's supposed to be this epic place, but with all the drama of today, I'm honestly not sure what to expect.
Oh, trust me, I've read enough to know that the mountain of Concord is absolutely insane. And not just because Vilena and Dave are going to be running around with kites and Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah, I'm dying to see how that goes. But I meant the mountain itself. It's this whole mysterious place. Legend has it that it's got some kind of hidden treasure at the summit, like, treasure that's not gold, but something way more, otherworldly. You think there's any truth to that?
I mean, you know I'm all about the facts, Belma. But the stories I've read about the mountain of Concord, some of them are wild. There's talk of ancient artifacts, lost civilizations, and even, I don't know, mysterious phenomena that happen at the peak. Some people say if you stand at the top, you can hear the mountain speak to you.
The mountain speaks? Like, in English? Or like, mysterious whispers that sound like the wind?
No one's really sure, but there are accounts of people hearing strange voices, like they're being guided or warned about something. Cryptic stuff. But hey, I'm not about to let that stop me from checking it out. I've got my brainy survival kit ready, just in case.
You? Survival kit? More like a brainy first aid kit. Are you planning on diagnosing the mountain's condition when we get there? Sorry, Mr. Mountain, it seems you have a case of crippling existential dread. Let's get you some therapy.
If the mountain needs therapy, it's probably because Vilena's going to try to convince it that her kite is a magical beacon.
Belma chuckles at the thought, her smile widening as she imagines the absurdity of their friend's antics. But then she falls into a more thoughtful mood, glancing back out the window, watching the vast, endless sky pass by.
I don't know, Earik. A part of me is excited, but also, I'm nervous. I mean, what if there's something really weird about the mountain? What if it's not just a legend?
Yeah, I get it. It's a lot to think about. But you know what? I think we're in good hands. You and I can keep our heads together. Dave's. Well, he's got a good heart, but he might need us too, you know. Remind him to stop throwing the Bluetooth speaker into the river. And Vilena. Well, she'll figure it out. She always does.
Yeah, Vilena's got a plan for everything, even if it involves completely random items like a kite and some glow-in-the-dark stickers.
Hey, glow-in-the-dark stickers could be essential for nighttime navigation. You never know.
Okay, I'll give her that one. But honestly, what do you think we'll find up there? Something real? A hidden treasure? Or just some weird stuff to post on social media?
Who knows? I just hope whatever we find isn't some kind of ancient curse that leaves us trapped in a time loop. Or worse, stuck with Dave's Bluetooth forever.
If it's a Bluetooth curse, I'm getting off that mountain so fast. No amount of treasure is worth that.
Scene opens with the four travelers, Dave, Vilena, Belma, and Earik, arriving at the foot of the mountain of Concord. The sky is a brilliant palette of oranges and pinks as the sun sets behind the rugged peaks of the mountain, casting long shadows across the wild terrain. The air is crisp, and a cool breeze blows through the trees, adding to the mysterious and exhilarating vibe of the place. The clock on Vilena's phone ticks to 7:45 p.m. as the group stands at the base of the mountain, looking up at the towering cliffs ahead of them. It's almost dark, but the golden hour gives everything a magical, dreamlike glow.
You ever think this mountain is, like, the worst possible place to bring a group of people who literally can't remember what day it is? Because, spoiler alert, I think we're all a bit off today.
Oh, definitely. I mean, did we really need to pack Bluetooth speakers for this? What's the plan? Crank up some dance music right when the mountain's about to swallow us whole?
If Dave could get a decent playlist together, we might have actually made it to the summit before sundown. But instead, we're stuck here chasing legends in the dark.
Honestly, if I were a mountain spirit and a bunch of tourists showed up with a speaker blasting pop music, I'd be like, nope, I'm not doing this today. No way I'm revealing any secret treasures to that kind of vibe.
Yeah, the mountain's probably looking at us like, is that Vilena trying to set up a barbecue halfway up my sacred trails? I am not impressed.
I'm honestly surprised Vilena didn't show up with a grill, a cooler, and a 12-pack of soda. At this point, it wouldn't surprise me.
Scene opens with the camera pulling back to reveal Dave and Vilena standing in the middle of the forest, surrounded by towering pine trees. The night is now fully upon them, the moon casting an eerie glow over everything. Both of them look extremely irritated, frustration clearly written on their faces. The camera zooms in as they argue while their shadows stretch long in the moonlight.
Seriously, Dave. How did we get stuck out here while Belma and Earik are up there, playing Indiana Jones with the mountain? You promised me this wouldn't turn into some all-night fiasco.
I'm not the one who decided we'd stop for a 2-minute scenic view. That turned into 3 hours of where's the Bluetooth speaker?
Well, guess what? We're not going to get the mountain treasure if you keep acting like an unprepared tourist on a lazy Sunday hike.
I'm not a tourist. Okay, maybe I did forget the map. And the snacks. But we've been walking for hours. I'm really starting to think we're not even on the red trail anymore.
Well, I was more concerned about the fact that we left the campfire kit in the car. What if we freeze to death out here? You forgot everything else, and now we're stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, but look. There's some light up there. It's like... it's moving. It's got to be them. They're probably trying to set up some crazy treasure hunt without us, and I'm not having it. We're going to catch up and... okay, maybe we should wait until we can see better.
The two of them stand in the eerie silence of the forest, staring off toward the glowing light in the distance. It's hard to tell how far away it is, but there's no mistaking that the light's pulse seems to grow more intense with every passing second. Vilena shakes her head in frustration.
Look, Dave, I get it. But why don't we just slow down for a minute? We need to find out what's going on with Earik and Belma. They're out there somewhere, and I'm starting to think this whole glowing symbol thing might actually be real.
Okay. But if we end up on a wild goose chase, and it turns out this is some big prank, I'm going to be way too angry to laugh about it.
I think they're onto something, Dave. And I'm seriously regretting not getting a fire starter when we passed that store earlier. It's going to be freezing soon.
As they bicker, Belma and Earik are still at the edge of the mountain, oblivious to the frustrations of their friends below. The glow of the mountain symbol grows stronger as the moon rises higher in the sky, casting everything around them in a mystical light. They've packed their gear quickly, moving with purpose as the clock ticks over to 9 p.m. The entire atmosphere is heavy, thick with anticipation. The sound of the wind moving through the trees is the only thing breaking the otherwise still night.
Alright, you ready to go? This place is starting to creep me out, and I'm definitely not hanging around after dark to see what other weird things start glowing.
I'm ready. The vibe's definitely off. But I guess that's just how it goes with creepy mountain legends, right?
Yeah, and if there is some supernatural treasure hidden up here, then maybe we'll finally get our names on the map. Could be a world-famous ghost hunting duo.
As long as it's not world-famous ghost hunting duo who got eaten by a mysterious glowing light in the middle of Wyoming. I prefer the first one, thanks.
Yeah, that's definitely the better option. Plus, imagine the Instagram followers we'd get. # Mountain Spirits, # Thunt and Joel's.
As they start walking back toward their camp, the night around them grows colder, the sound of distant wildlife growing louder. They quickly make their way through the rocky terrain toward a small campsite they set up earlier. As they approach, the bright moon shines down on the clearing, casting long, stretching shadows across the ground.
It's getting cold out here. You think Dave and Vilena made it back yet?
Oh, definitely not. They're probably still out there, arguing about who forgot to pack what. Knowing them, they're having some epic meltdown in the forest right now.
Well, when they do catch up, at least we'll have the fire going. That'll hopefully calm them down.
Hopefully. I hope they're not too mad when they find out we found the coolest thing ever and didn't wait around for them. If I hear one more complaint about the Bluetooth speaker, I'm going to lose it.
Scene opens at Vilena's house at 3 a.m. The house is eerily quiet, the only sounds being the occasional creak of the floorboards and the distant howling of wind outside. It's been a long, exhausting night. The camera pans to Dave and Vilena walking through the door, clearly defeated. Both of them are sweaty, disheveled, and their faces are a mix of exhaustion and frustration. Their clothes are dusty from trekking through the Wyoming forest for hours.
Finally, I'm going to need a hot bath, a bed, and about a gallon of coffee to even think about surviving this disaster.
And I'll need a vacation from all this nonsense. First, we're chasing glowing lights up a mountain, then we're getting lost in the forest for hours. And now, we're back here at 3 a.m. and I don't even know what time zone we're in anymore.
No kidding. What's next, huh? Do we try to pull a new stunt to top this one? Because I'm pretty sure we've already reached the consequences of poor decisions level of our lives.
Just as Dave and Vilena shuffle into the living room, the camera reveals Belma and Earik sitting on the couch, looking completely comfortable, as if they never went anywhere. They're holding mugs of hot chocolate, and their backpacks are neatly placed by the door, as though they've been settled in for hours. Their expressions are a mixture of "we told you so" and "we knew you'd mess this up."
Well. Look who finally made it back. We were starting to think you two were going to end up spending the night sleeping with the wolves out there.
Yeah, I was half expecting to see you both with some wild animal souvenirs. Maybe a raccoon that's now best friends with Dave? I don't know. You did look like you were having a good time in the forest, though. A really good time. Don't even start. I'm done with the jokes, okay? I'm not ready to relive the last 5 hours of absolutely nothing but a few glowing lights and a lot of bad decisions.
Vilena sinks into the armchair, rubbing her temples, clearly done with the whole ordeal. She glares at Belma and Earik, who are still lounging on the couch like they've been waiting for them to come back from an episode of Survivor, Forest Edition.
You know, I thought we were going to be back home by dinner, not 3 a.m. If I'd known this was going to happen, I would have stayed home and binge-watched true crime documentaries instead of playing Sherpa for you guys.
Exactly. I can't believe it's almost 3 in the morning, and we're still here, dealing with the consequences of my brilliant idea of chasing glowing lights in the middle of Wyoming. Yeah, brilliant, Dave. You know what would have been even more brilliant? Maybe looking at a map before we walked around in the dark for hours. Or how about asking someone in town about the path to the mountain before we decided to play treasure hunters?
Yeah, who knew that an actual map could have helped? I'm sure we'd all be lost somewhere in the middle of the forest still. If we weren't smart enough to make it back.
Vilena shoots Belma a glare, but she can't hide her exhaustion. She finally gives in and sits down, looking at Dave.
We literally went up that mountain for nothing. We wasted the entire night chasing a glowing symbol that we still don't even know what it was. And the entire time, we just kept making the worst decisions.
You're telling me? I feel like we got caught in some bad mountain reality show where we were the contestants and the producers were just laughing behind the camera.
Earik and Belma exchange glances, and despite the frustration, they both start laughing. The tension in the room starts to lift slightly.
Hey, at least you're both back now. We were starting to think we were gonna have to launch a rescue mission. The mountains weren't exactly hospitable to you two. But you know what? Sips Coco, at least we had a nice, relaxing time up there, didn't we, Earik?
Oh, absolutely. You know, no mountain chaos here, no getting lost in the forest. Just good vibes, good views, and the occasional random glowing lights to make things interesting. But, no big deal.
You guys are way too comfortable for people who have no idea what it's like to be stuck in Dave's version of a trail mix disaster.
The camera zooms in as Vailina and Dave give each other an exhausted look. Both are trying hard not to laugh at the absurdity of everything. The glow from the table lamp illuminates their tired faces as they realize the whole night, no matter how ridiculous, is over.
Alright. You win. This was a mess. But you know what? Next time, we're doing it right. I swear. No more glowing lights, no more getting lost. Next time, we stick to things we actually know. Like, I don't know, maybe beach vacations or something.
Agreed. I'm officially retiring from mountain adventures. Give me a hotel, a bed, and room service, and I'll be happy.
End of episode 7, The Mountain of Concord. This final segment wraps up their chaotic journey to the Mountain of Concord, with Dave and Vailina realizing the weight of their poor decisions, while Belma and Earik seem to take it all in stride. The consequences of being late, making wrong turns, and chasing legends are still fresh, but the bond between them remains intact. There's a sense of camaraderie as they face the end of this wild adventure together.
Scene, the bedroom of Earik and Belma. Camera pans across a cozy, colorful room, with posters of space adventures and fantasy heroes. The sun begins to rise through the window. It's 6:40 a.m. Earik and Belma are lying in bed, both slowly waking up. The sun is shining brightly, and the world outside seems to buzz with the quiet excitement of a new day. Five more minutes. Just 5.
Earik, wake up. The sun's up, it's time to get going. We don't want to be late.
Earik slowly opens his eyes and stares at the ceiling. Why do you always say that? We're never late. No one's ever late. The world can wait, Belma.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the world, but I can't miss breakfast. Plus, I heard Vailina's making pancakes today. Pancakes, Earik.
Pancakes? You always say that, and then she makes oatmeal. Why are we getting excited about oatmeal?
No, this time for real. I think she's going full pancake mode. I overheard her in the kitchen last night. Pancakes. With syrup. And maybe, a little whipped cream.
Whipped cream? Okay, I'm in. I'm up. No time to waste. Both jump out of bed, but Earik stumbles slightly, rubbing his eyes as he pulls on his slippers.
Come on. We don't want to miss out on the whipped cream magic. Hurry.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, wait, I need to. Do you hear that?
What?
It's quiet. Too quiet.
What are you talking about? It's just a regular morning. Birds chirping, the wind, Vailina making pancakes, it's fine.
No, Belma. It's the calm before the storm. I think school's about to start.
School? What are you talking about? It's Saturday.
Oh no, it's not. It can't be. We didn't get our homework assignments.
Earik, it's Saturday. You know, the day when there is no school. The day of freedom.
Oh, right. I knew that. I totally knew that. Yeah, Saturday. I was just testing you.
Oh no, we didn't get our homework assignments, and there's a school storm coming. Classic Earik.
In the kitchen where and what she makes a wonderful pancakes. It's Vailina, standing in the doorway, with an expression somewhere between stern and bemused.
Good morning, my little sunshine rays. Time to get up and go to school.
We've been over this, Vailina. It's Saturday. There's no school. There's literally no reason for us to get up this early.
Are you sure? Because if I remember correctly, you two like the idea of learning. And I was just about to teach you the very important art of pancake making.
See? Pancakes. So you can drop the whole school thing, and let's just enjoy some breakfast.
Yes! Pancakes are way more important than school.
You know, I really don't know what's more exhausting, getting you two out of bed for school or convincing you to eat your veggies. Alright, fine. We'll skip school today. But only because you two are so insistent.
Pancakes first, Vilena. Then we can do all the learning we want.
Yeah! Who needs school when we have this? This is an education in itself.
You two. I swear. You'll never take anything seriously. Fine, fine, pancakes it is. But don't forget, one day, you'll be begging for that school storm again. Just wait.
Scene 7:14 a.m. outside the house. The morning sun is shining, but a sense of tension begins to build. Earik, Belma, and their friend Dave are standing outside their house, all geared up for school. Earik and Belma are in full school uniforms, both looking annoyed and frustrated. Dave is casually slouched against the wall, checking his phone.
Dave, you really don't know what day it is, do you?
What? I know it's Saturday. Then why did you make us get up and get dressed in school uniforms for nothing, Dave? I'm about to pull my hair out over this.
You told me we were late. You made it sound like the entire world would end if we didn't hurry. You told me we were gonna get in trouble for being late.
Yeah, but what's the big deal? So it's Saturday, who cares? We've got time to kill. I just thought we could. Oh, we've got time to kill, do we? Great, I love how you just planned to waste an entire Saturday morning, getting us all worked up for school. It's not like we could be doing something better, like, I don't know, napping or eating pancakes.
Exactly. Pancakes. You know, real food. Not this stuff we get at Saturday school, which, newsflash, Dave, doesn't even exist.
Alright, I get it. You guys are mad, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I thought there was something important happening today. You know how it is, calendars all messed up after the holidays. I've lost track of everything. Just then, Miss Clementine, their strict but well-meaning teacher, walks up the street, clipboard in hand. She smiles brightly at them as she approaches.
Well, what do we have here? My favorite students, on a Saturday. You're just in time, I see.
No, you did not just say that. You cannot be serious.
Please tell me you're joking. You're joking, right? There is no Saturday school, Miss Clementine. You're just pulling our leg, right? Yeah. Oh, no jokes here, my darlings. We've got an extra day of school today. Didn't you read the announcement? Saturday Enrichment Day. All the important things we didn't get to during the week, today, we're making up for lost time.
Wait, Saturday Enrichment Day? That's not in the calendar.
You made us get up early because of this? We already went through the pancake disaster, and now this? Now you're telling me we have to go to a Saturday school that isn't even a thing? I've had it with this day.
I swear, if this turns into a thing, Dave, I can't even talk about it. This is too much for one day. Too much. Okay, fine. I didn't know about the Saturday school. But look, it's not the end of the world. We'll just go to class, do our thing, and then we can go to the park. I'm sure everything will be fine by lunch. We'll survive, right?
Exactly, Dave. You'll survive, and maybe, just maybe, you'll even learn something new today. It's all part of life's lessons, as they say.
Scene inside the classroom, 7:39 a.m. The classroom is brightly lit with colorful posters about space, numbers, and animals covering the walls. There are a few desks scattered around, but most of them are empty. The smell of chalk fills the air, and the room is eerily quiet. Earik and Belma are sitting at their desks, arms crossed, staring at their open books with frustrated expressions. At the front of the room stands Miss Clementine, who is enthusiastically arranging papers on her desk, oblivious to the cloud of frustration hanging over the class.
Alright, class, are we ready for the fantastic day of learning? Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Today, we're tackling a whole bunch of exciting subjects. Who's excited for today's lesson?
Oh, thrilled, just beyond excited, Miss Clementine. What's first? Math. History? Extra homework on top of Saturday school.
I feel like I'm in some weird parallel universe where Saturday is not for pancakes and freedom, and is instead some sort of learning prison. Ah, I see the enthusiasm is overflowing. Don't worry, don't worry. We'll start with something simple. Basic science. Everyone loves science, right? We're going to learn about the solar system, space, stars, planets.
Oh yeah, planets. Because I am sure I didn't already learn about that inch. Every single grade since kindergarten.
At this point, I'm pretty sure I could name all the planets blindfolded. But here we are. Saturday Enrichment Day, learning about planets like it's the first time. Did you know that Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system? It's so big that you could fit 1,300 Earths inside it. Isn't that mind-blowing? Who can name some of Jupiter's moons? Come on, don't be shy.
Scene, locker room, 9:45 a.m. The bell rings, signaling the end of another painful lesson. Earik and Belma head out of the classroom, visibly relieved to escape. The two of them find themselves standing in the locker room, their faces a mixture of exhaustion and disbelief. They take a moment to catch their breath, leaning against the lockers. The rest of the class trickles out, but Earik and Belma remain, looking like they've just survived a war. I can't believe this. I really thought I was going to lose my mind in there. Solar system. Again. I mean, seriously, how many times can we talk about Saturn's rings? It's not like we're gonna start living on Saturn anytime soon.
She's ridiculous. I've had it with her. We spent 2 hours talking about Jupiter, and she didn't even know what 1 + 1 was when I asked her to simplify a problem. Like, come on. You teach math, how do you not know that?
Seriously. 1 + 1, it's 2, right? I mean, even a potato could figure that out. I could have taught her that math lesson, and I don't even like math.
No, but seriously. She stood there in front of the class, blinking at the board for like a solid minute, trying to figure out if 1 + 1 really equals 2. I thought she was going to break down in tears. Tears, Earik. Over basic addition.
Let me think. Children, what is 1 + 1? Is it 3? No, that can't be right. Wait! I know. It's 1. I've solved it.
I swear, I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my life. If she doesn't know 1 + 1, how's she teaching us about planets and moons? Should we be worried that we're learning nothing and the whole universe is going to collapse because of it?
She's going to teach us that the moon is made of cheese next. I can already feel it coming. Class, we now know that Mars has red dirt and the moon is a big wheel of cheddar.
I would die if she said that. Seriously, I bet she'd believe it. She probably doesn't even know what day it is. Remember when she thought today was Friday? I mean, can someone please tell me how that's possible?
Yeah, well, maybe that's her plan. She thinks she's teaching us about space, but really, she's just space cadetting her way through life. You ever seen someone that lost? She's got the same confused look when she tries to write on the whiteboard, like she's just discovered writing.
She probably thinks that 1 + 1 is some kind of secret code. Maybe she thinks it's some deep philosophical question, like, what is the meaning of 1 + 1? It's simple math, lady. If I had a nickel for every time she asked a stupid question, I could buy us both out of this school and straight to the nearest beach.
You know what? I bet she's actually trying to pull some big stunt. Like, look, kids, I'm not just teaching you math. I'm teaching you about the mysteries of the universe. Yeah, Miss Clementine, that's called not knowing how to add.
Okay, class, today we are going to explore the deepest mysteries of the universe. Let's start with a really difficult question. What is 1 + 1? Is it the beginning of a great cosmic theory? Is it the secret to the meaning of life itself?
And then she'd be like, I know. It's not 2. It's 1. 1. 1 is the answer. And the universe is a single, indivisible concept that you all must now meditate on for the next 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh, the universe is 1. It's all just 1, and I'm just 1 with the class, 1 with Miss Clementine, and one with this completely absurd situation.
The key to unlocking all the mysteries of the cosmos is not 1 plus 1 equals 2. It's 1 plus 1 equals 1. 1.
I can't even look at her anymore without imagining her.
Scene, gym, 9:55 a.m. The students are now in the gym, ready for their sports class. The football game is about to begin, but Earik and Miss Clementine find themselves standing off to the side, away from the rest of the class. Belma, sitting far away on the bleachers, is tuning out the conversation, far from the action. Earik, still clearly upset about the bizarre math lesson earlier, finally gets a chance to vent to Miss Clementine. The gym's hum of activity and the sound of balls bouncing fades into the background as they focus on what's really been bothering him. Okay, Miss Clementine, I have to know. I just have to understand how you came up with the idea that 1 plus 1 equals 19,921. How does that make any sense at all? It's literally basic math. You can't just pull a random number out of thin air and say it's right.
Ah, Earik, you're still thinking in terms of the old way of doing things. I understand, it can be hard to move past the conventional methods of math. But trust me, sometimes, the rules don't apply in the way you think. 1 plus 1 is actually 19,921, and once you understand the abstract nature of mathematics, you'll see it too.
No. Miss Clementine. This isn't some abstract New Age philosophy or whatever you're trying to make it out to be. This is simple addition. 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's what I've been taught my entire life. You can't just change that based on some weird theory.
Oh, Earik, you're still not seeing the big picture. See, when you add numbers together, you're not just adding values. You're adding the energy behind those numbers. The number 19,921 represents more than just 2. It's a reflection of cosmic balance. The universe is full of surprises, and math is the key to understanding all of it.
What do you mean, energy behind the numbers? What is this, some kind of spiritual math? I'm talking about basic arithmetic here, not some cosmic theory. There's no way 1 plus 1 equals 19,921. If that were true, everything we know about math would be completely broken.
It's all connected, Earik. Sometimes we have to let go of the old way of thinking to see the truth. 1 plus 1 doesn't always equal 2 because the universe doesn't follow the rules we've created. Mathematics is much bigger than just simple numbers. It's about energy, vibration, and connection. 19,921 is the real answer.
Energy, vibration, cosmic balance? Are you kidding me right now? You're telling me that math is a feeling? That's not math. That's made up. I can't just go into a test and write 19,921 because I feel like it's the right answer. I need factual numbers that make sense. This isn't philosophy class. This is math class. I'm supposed to be learning facts, not whatever bizarre theory you've come up with.
I understand that this is a lot to take in, Earik. But think of it like this, numbers are just one way we interpret the universe. The way you're seeing it now is very limited. Once you begin to expand your mind, you'll realize that mathematics is not just about calculations, it's about seeing beyond the surface.
Expand my mind? I don't need to expand my mind. I need to know that the answers to math problems are correct. When I add 1 plus 1, I expect it to equal 2. That's how it's been for thousands of years. You can't just change the rules like that because you feel like it. I don't care about your universe nonsense. This is basic math.
Oh, Earik, I know it's hard to grasp right now, but trust me, once you start seeing the bigger picture, you'll understand. It's not about the individual numbers. It's about understanding the patterns in the universe, the flow of energy that binds everything together. 19,921 is simply the key to unlocking the deeper layers of knowledge. You'll get there eventually.
Patterns? Energy. 19,921? That's not a key, that's a lock. It doesn't even open anything. I'm just trying to understand basic math, not your spiritual journey through numbers. If 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2, then what happens when I add 2 plus 2? Does it suddenly become, like, a tree? A unicorn? What other cosmic answers are we going to come up with?
Well, maybe 2 plus 2 is a sunbeam. Or perhaps it's something else entirely. You see, math is a living thing, Earik. It's constantly changing, evolving, and flowing like the tides. When you start seeing the energy in the numbers, you'll find the answers you're looking for. Trust me, 19,921 is correct, just give it time.
I can't do this anymore. You're impossible. This is the most ridiculous conversation I've ever had. Math is supposed to make sense. I came here to learn how to do things, how to solve problems, how to get answers, not to get caught in some kind of weird cosmic vortex of nonsense. I'm done. I just want to play football. Earik storms away, heading towards the field where the rest of the class is starting to gather. His fists are still clenched in anger, but his mind is swirling with confusion and frustration. Miss Clementine, unfazed, watches him go, still convinced that she's the one who's got it all figured out. Meanwhile, far in the distance, Belma is sitting on the bleachers, having tuned out the entire scene. She's far enough away that she can barely hear the exchange between them. For her, the whole situation feels a bit surreal, but she's just ready to get the game started and forget about the chaos of the day. 19,921. What's a joke? I can't believe this is my life right now. Scene, forest, midnight. The scene is set deep in the forest, the moon casting a silver glow through the trees. The air is cool, the only sound being the rustling of leaves and the distant flow of a river. Belma and Earik are walking through the forest, their steps careful but quick, as they search for a place to set up camp. The night is thick and heavy around them, and they feel the weight of the world on their shoulders. It's now approaching midnight, 12 am, and the ticking of time in their minds grows louder with every step.
Okay, Earik, we've got to find the right spot for the campfire. We can't just light up anywhere. This place is a little too wild, you know. We need a safe space, a solid foundation for our fire.
Yeah, I know. The fire needs to be strong, like new foundation strong. No more of this weirdness we've been dealing with today. No more 19,921 seconds or cosmic math. We need something real. Something we can count on. They continue walking deeper into the forest, the sound of the river growing louder. As they move, the trees start to thin out, revealing a small clearing next to the riverbank. The spot looks perfect, surrounded by dense trees for shelter, the ground flat, and a view of the river's gentle current shimmering under the moonlight.
This is it. This is perfect. It's quiet, the ground's solid, and we're close enough to the river for water. And look, there's some rocks nearby, too. This could work for a fire pit.
Yeah, this feels right. It's like everything about this place is telling me this is where we start over, where we create something real. No more nonsense. Just real. They drop their bags, and the first thing they do is gather the firewood. They move quickly, yet carefully, as the clock ticks closer to 12 a.m., and the weight of starting anew sinks in. Belma begins collecting dry twigs and branches, while Earik grabs some larger logs, searching for anything sturdy that will burn well. The fire is going to be their foundation, something they can trust, something they can build on.
You know, for a second there, I thought we'd never get out of that mess at school. I mean, who says 1 plus 1 equals 19,921? What was that all about?
Honestly, I don't know. I've had enough of that place. It was like we were trapped in some kind of alternate reality, trying to figure out the rules of a game that didn't even make sense. But this feels like we're doing something real. I think I'm starting to get what the real foundation is. It's not about numbers that don't add up, it's about starting fresh. Starting from scratch, and doing it right this time.
Exactly. This fire. This is our new foundation. No more of those ridiculous conversations where everything just gets twisted around. I don't care if Miss Clementine thinks 19,921 is the right answer. We're building something that actually works.
The two of them start assembling the fire. Earik arranges the larger logs in a small teepee shape, while Belma places the kindling in the center, carefully arranging the twigs. The fire pit begins to take form, and the feeling of anticipation grows between them, as if they're about to build something monumental. This is it. This is how we start over. We don't need to rely on weird theories or mystical answers. This fire is just going to be fire. It's simple. It's real. It's a foundation that doesn't need to be explained or justified. It just is.
Exactly. You build a foundation by trusting what works. No distractions. No more random numbers. No more pretending we understand something that doesn't make sense. Just starting fresh, one step at a time.
The match sparks, the tiny flame catching on the twigs in the center of the fire pit. Slowly, the fire begins to grow, crackling and flickering in the cold night air. The warmth spreads outward, and the two of them watch as the fire comes to life, their faces glowing in its light. The sound of the river in the background becomes more distant, and the rest of the world fades away for a moment. They sit back on the rocks nearby, the fire their only source of light and heat in the darkness. This is what we needed. A place that's ours. No more chaos. Just fire. A real foundation. Everything feels a little more right now.
Yeah, it feels peaceful. Simple. I don't need any complicated answers, or new math, or any of that nonsense. This is enough. We've got the fire. We've got the foundation. That's all we need.
I know. This is where we start. The past is gone, and now. Now we build something new. Something real. No more pretending. Just us. And this fire. They sit in silence for a while, the only sound the crackling of the fire and the distant sound of the river. The air is cool, but the warmth of the fire keeps them comfortable. It's as if time has slowed down around them. The clock continues ticking toward 12 a.m., but in this moment, they're in no hurry. They've found a new sense of calm, a new understanding, and with the fire blazing in front of them, they know they've just laid the foundation for something new, something that makes sense, something that they can trust. Maybe this is what a real foundation feels like. Maybe it's not about having all the answers. Maybe it's about creating something solid, something that's real, and then building from there.
Yeah. And you know what? We've got plenty of time to figure the rest out. One step at a time.
The fire crackles softly as the glow from the flames illuminates the faces of Earik and Belma, both feeling a rare sense of peace. The night air is cool, and for the first time all day, everything feels calm. But just as they begin to relax and let the worries of the world fade away, the crackling warmth of the fire is interrupted by the unexpected sound of footsteps in the distance. Their peaceful moment is suddenly shattered. The sound grows louder, and soon the figure of Dave, Belma's dad, emerges from the darkened forest, his silhouette framed by the moonlight. His face is tight with anger, his arms crossed in frustration. Behind him, Earik's mom is nowhere to be seen. Dave has enough. Earik. Belma. Where have you two been? I've been looking for you for hours. What the heck is going on here? You're supposed to be home by 11 a.m., not 12 a.m. Do you have any idea how worried I've been? Wait, what? 11 a.m.? What are you talking about? It's midnight. Why would we be home by 11 in the morning?
Dad, what are you even doing here? We told you we were going to the forest for a little while. We're fine. It's not that late. What's the big deal?
The big deal, Belma, is that we're not where you're supposed to be. And you, Earik, what are you doing out here with my daughter at midnight in the woods? And what was all that nonsense at school with Miss Clementine? What is this about 1 + 1 being 19,921? I don't care what weird theories you've got going on, I'm grounding you both. Grounded? Seriously? Because of that Miss Clementine said about math? What does that have to do with anything? We're out here because we needed a break. Because we're sick of all the nonsense going on at school. And now we're being grounded for it?
Oh, don't even get me started on your school nonsense.
First, it's 1 + 1 = 19,921, and now you're out here, in the middle of nowhere, breaking curfew. I don't care what that teacher told you. It's all a bunch of nonsense. You're both grounded for going rogue on me. And don't even try to act like you didn't know better.
Dad, you don't get it. We were just building a foundation. A real foundation. You've been busy with your own things, and you don't understand what's been happening at school. We needed to get out of there. Away from all the craziness.
We didn't ask for this, Dave. The whole day was. It was a mess. in the weird math theories and the crazy things Miss Clementine said. We just needed to clear our heads. This wasn't about disobeying anyone. It was about finding something real. Something we can trust. Like the fire we made back there. Something solid. Oh, great. So now you're trying to tell me that a campfire is going to solve all your problems? And you think that's a foundation? You're both acting like a couple of kids who've lost their minds in the woods. No, this isn't some adventure, Earik. This is reality. You were supposed to be home hours ago, and instead, you're playing around with fire in the middle of the night. You think the campfire is going to fix things? That's not how it works.
You don't understand, Dad. You're always so busy telling us what we should and shouldn't do. You don't even listen. We needed to do this. We needed to build something real for once. Not just listen to rules and fake answers. We were building our own foundation, our own way of doing things.
You don't get it, Dave. It's not just about being out here or breaking some silly curfew. It's about trust. About finding something that makes sense. Everything today was so messed up. And we just wanted to find something that worked, something real. A fire we can count on. No more weird theories, no more nonsense. Just us. No more nonsense? You're out here at midnight, breaking the rules, and you want to talk about nonsense? You're the ones acting like this isn't real, like this fire in the middle of the forest is going to somehow make everything right. Well, newsflash, it doesn't. You think you can just run off and build some imaginary world where you make the rules? That's not how life works. You're grounded. End of story.
Scene, the construction site. January 29th, 2025-12 p.m. *. The scene opens on a bright and clear afternoon. The sun is high in the sky, casting a warm glow over the landscape. Belma and Earik stand together, looking at a large open plot of land, empty except for a few scattered piles of construction materials. A truck is parked at the side, filled with bricks, stones, sheets of glass, and wooden planks. A variety of tools and equipment lie neatly stacked, ready for use. It's as if the world is telling them that this is the moment to build, to create, to finally lay down the foundation for something real.
Okay, Earik. This is it. We've been talking about it for days. Our new foundation, this is how we do it. We build a house. A real house. From the ground up.
Yeah. A house we can trust. No more broken rules, no more weird nonsense. Just bricks, wood, glass. Things that are solid. Real. The way it's supposed to be.
We start with the foundation. Just like we talked about. A strong, steady base. Everything else will come after that. No rushing this time. We do it right.
And no shortcuts. This time, we make sure everything fits. Everything's stable. This is our chance to do something real. Something that will last. The sun is still shining, and the materials for the house are neatly stacked. Earik and Belma have just completed the initial groundwork for the foundation. They are feeling proud of their progress when, unexpectedly, Dave appears on the scene. He steps onto the plot of land, his expression stern and his pace quick, as if he had been searching for them. He's not pleased, and it's clear from the way he approaches. What do you two think you're doing?
Dad, what are you doing here? We're trying to build something real, something we can rely on. What's the problem now?
Yeah, we've been working hard here. What's the deal this time? The deal is that you're both out of line. This isn't how things work. You can't just start building a house without any parental guidance. You think you can just decide to do this on your own, without any consideration for the consequences? I don't think so.
That's not even fair. First, you grounded us for being out by the campfire that night, then you act like we're doing something wrong by building a house? We're trying to do something productive. You're always acting like we can't do anything without you.
Exactly. We're not just messing around. We've got a plan. This is real. We're not breaking any rules. We're working hard to build something that's ours, something that we can rely on. That's the problem. You think you're ready for this? You think you can build a house without understanding what goes into it? Without real experience? What happens if something goes wrong? You think I'm just going to sit by and let you get hurt or make a mistake? You need guidance. You need an adult to show you the way.
This is exactly what we're trying to get away from. We're not kids anymore. We want to build something ourselves, something real, without constantly being told what to do. You keep telling us what's wrong with everything we do, but you don't understand. This isn't about going against you. It's about doing something that makes sense to us.
We've already done the planning. We've thought it through. We're not just rushing into this. We know what we're doing. It's not like we're just picking up random stuff and throwing it together. We've got the materials, we've got the blueprint, and we've got a clear idea of what we want to create. You can't just stop us because we're doing it without your approval. The issue here is not about what you've planned or whether you've thought it through. It's about safety. You can't just go out and start building a house without knowing what you're doing. Anyone can make mistakes, and if something happens, if you get hurt or something breaks, don't expect me to just stand by and let it slide. There are rules for a reason, and you're ignoring them.
It's not like we're just doing this for fun, Dave. We're trying to make something that will last. You can't keep holding us back just because you don't understand what we're doing. It's not fair.
We've already been punished once, for something that wasn't our fault. Now, we're just trying to make something better. You keep stopping us, again, and for no good reason. It's like you're punishing us for trying to do the right thing. It's not fair! I'm not punishing you. I'm protecting you. If you're going to go through with this, I want to make sure it's done properly. You don't have the experience. You don't know how to do this safely. And without the right guidance, it could go wrong. You need an adult involved in this. Period.
You keep saying we're not ready, but we're not asking for your approval. We've already started. We're going to finish it. We know what we're doing.
We didn't ask for this. We didn't ask to be treated like we can't handle things. Just because you don't see what we're trying to do doesn't mean it's wrong. We've got this. We know what we're doing. We can finish this on our own. Dave stands there for a moment, his face hard, clearly torn between wanting to protect them and his frustration with them pushing forward without his permission. The tension in the air is thick, but despite his concerns, he seems unwilling to stop them completely. I'm not saying you can't finish it, but I am going to be involved. You're not doing this alone. We'll work on it together, and I'm going to make sure you both understand how to do it the right way. I don't want anything bad to happen. That's why I'm here. Int. School hallway, morning. The scene opens in the school hallway once again. Students rush past, chattering excitedly about the day's lessons, but Belma and Earik are anything but excited. They're both visibly annoyed, their expressions more serious than usual. They walk side by side, with their backpacks slung over their shoulders, but the weight of frustration is clear.
I can't believe we're here. On a Sunday. Still stuck with that disaster of a math teacher.
Don't remind me. 6 days ago, she told us 1 + 1 = 19,921. 19,921, Belma. I still don't understand how she managed to mess up something so simple, then gave us that whole lecture about enlightenment or whatever.
And then, she didn't even know what day it was. How can she teach us if she doesn't even know what day it is? January 25th, Miss Clementine. January 25th. And yet she couldn't even remember. What is this, a joke?
I'm honestly at my breaking point with her. She doesn't even care. Every class is just some random nonsense. No structure, just chaos. We're supposed to learn math, not whatever it is she's trying to do with those weird numbers.
Exactly. And now we have to face this disaster of a test. She's probably going to ask us the same thing again, you know. What's 1 + 1? And I swear, if she says 19,921 one more time, I might just, I don't know, set something on fire.
We did try that last time, and it kind of backfired. But maybe this time we get creative. Let's give her a taste of her own medicine. What if we answer all the questions with single quote 19,921? Then she'll get it.
Right. 19,921 for every answer. See how she likes that. Maybe we'll finally get her to admit that she's the one who's completely lost it.
Int. Miss Clementine's classroom, moments later. They walk into the classroom, and the moment they step through the door, they're hit with that unmistakable aura of chaos that surrounds Miss Clementine. Her desk is cluttered with colorful papers, open textbooks, and odd knickknacks. Nothing is in order. The walls are filled with mathematical equations that make no sense, the symbols themselves seemingly invented on the spot. Miss Clementine stands at the front of the class, writing on the board with dramatic flourish. Her handwriting is a mess of swooping lines and numbers that look more like abstract art than math.
Ah, my brilliant students. Welcome to another day of math enlightenment. I trust you've come prepared to stretch the limits of your mind today. Enlightenment. More like delusion.
Yeah, because knowing that 1 plus 1 equals 19,921 is exactly what I need to unlock the secrets of the universe.
Alright, my lovely mathematicians, today we will begin with the most important of all tests, the test of your understanding, the ultimate expression of what I've been teaching you, 100 questions, plus one very special question at the end. Remember, this is not about right or wrong. This is about how you think. I'm about to fail this test with flying colors. I really hope this is the day she finally realizes she's been feeding us nonsense. Let's begin. Don't worry if the questions seem unexpected. Think creatively. Think beyond the limits. This is where you show me how deeply you've connected with the math universe.
Belma and Earik exchange frustrated glances. The papers are handed out, and immediately, they see the familiar disaster. The first question is exactly what they feared.
Question 1. What is 1 plus 1? A. 19,921. B. 2. C. The answer is hidden in the chaos. D. None of the above. 19,921. I'm so done with this.
Same. If she asks this again, I might just answer every question with 19,921. Let's see if she even notices.
Remember, my brilliant mathematicians, don't just think about the answers. Think about the bigger picture. The numbers, the equations, they're all part of the cosmic dance. Cosmic dance. Yeah, right. If 1 plus 1 equals 19,921, then I'm about to become the next great mathematician of the century.
As the test continues, Belma and Earik become increasingly frustrated. The questions are equally nonsensical as the first one, with options like purple unicorn and the theory of everything replacing more traditional math problems. Question 10. What is the sum of 5 plus 7? A. 12. B. 19,921. C. A pizza. D. The sound of the universe colliding. This is ridiculous. The answer is definitely single quote 19,921. Let's make her rethink her whole existence.
19,921. Again. Just to keep things interesting. Maybe she'll finally get the hint.
As the test progresses, Miss Clementine continues to walk around the room, offering cryptic and sometimes completely unhelpful advice to each student. She stops at Belma's and Earik's desks, both of them confidently filling out their papers with 19,921 for every question.
You two. You're both so advanced. I can see it. You're already thinking outside the box. You understand the true nature of math, not numbers, but ideas. This is the future of education, the future of knowledge.
Int. Miss Clementine's new classroom, February 2nd, North Dakota, 2025 to 9:45 am. The camera opens on Miss Clementine standing at the front of the classroom, her usual wild and exuberant energy still in full force. The classroom is eerily quiet, except for the soft scratching of pencils and the low murmur of students murmuring to each other. It's the day after the chaos of the math test, and Belma and Earik are sitting at their desks, chatting quietly while waiting for the next lesson. They're almost in high spirits, but it's clear they're still mentally exhausted from the ridiculousness of the test they took yesterday.
Did you see how many times we circled 19,921? It's almost like we're artistic geniuses. Do you think she'll actually give us an A for our creativity?
Honestly, at this point, I'm just hoping she doesn't explode. Can you imagine her face when she sees we wrote 19,921 for everything?
Oh, yes.
The bell rings, and Miss Clementine turns her attention to the students. She holds a stack of papers in her hands, the test papers. She surveys the room, her eyes gleaming with that wild look of someone who's just waiting to deliver some life-changing news. She steps toward the desk where Belma and Earik are sitting.
All right, my brilliant students. I have reviewed your tests, and let me tell you, the results are quite surprising. I've never seen anything quite like this before. Surprising? Does that mean we nailed it? We're getting an A, right?
Yeah, we're definitely getting an A. I mean, who else could possibly come up with answers that original? We're ahead of the curve, Miss Clementine.
I'm afraid not. What? What do you mean, not? Well, Belma, Earik, I have to admit, your creativity is impressive. I've never seen such artistic answers in all my years of teaching. However, you did fail the test. And I mean, you really failed.
The classroom goes silent. Belma and Earik exchange bewildered glances, their eyes wide with disbelief. Belma slowly takes her paper and unfolds it, scanning the page, as Earik does the same. They see their answers circled in red, every single one marked with an F. They can't believe it. After everything they went through, after answering every single question with 19,921, this is the result.
Wait. What? You gave us an F? We got everything right. Every single question, 19,921 was the answer. It's the answer to everything. You said we had to think creatively.
Are you kidding me? We took that test as a performance art piece, and you fail us? This is outrageous.
I understand that you two are trying to challenge me, and I respect that. But 19,921 is not the answer. It was a mistake when I said it. Do you remember that? 6 days ago, when I gave you that answer, I was wrong. I've been wrong. And, unfortunately, you've just doubled down on it. Wait. You were wrong? We were just following your lead. You said 19,921 was the answer. And now you're telling us it's wrong?
This is insane. You can't just tell us it's wrong now. You told us that 1 + 1 = 19,921, and we trusted you. You taught us this. You can't just take it back and expect us to change our answers.
I understand why you're upset, but you can't ignore the basic rules of math, no matter how much you want to challenge them. I let you have your fun, but now we need to get back to the fundamentals. 1 + 1 = 2, not 19,921. That's just how it is. I know you don't want to hear it, but the truth is, sometimes, math is just math. This is ridiculous. We didn't just put 19,921 for fun. It's what you taught us to do. How can you just throw us under the bus like this?
We literally followed your instructions. We didn't mess up. You messed up. And now you're punishing us for being too creative? We did exactly what you told us to do.
I'm not punishing you for being creative. I'm punishing you because you ignored the basic math principles. I'm sorry, but your answers are not valid. I gave you a chance to correct yourselves, and you refused to take it. That's why you failed.
The room is quiet, tension hanging in the air. Belma and Earik are both seething with frustration. They can barely believe what they're hearing. They gave it their all, creatively, rebelliously, and now it's come crashing down on them. They're not sure whether to laugh or cry at how completely backward this situation is.
This is unbelievable. You can't just take something like 19,921 away from us like it's nothing. It means something. You taught us it meant something.
We didn't just fail this test, we failed because of you. You gave us the wrong answers, and now you're acting like you don't even remember it. What is going on here, Miss Clementine?
I messed up. I'm not perfect. I was trying to open your minds, but maybe I pushed too far, too fast. I thought you'd understand the idea, the bigger picture. I wanted to show you that math isn't just about numbers, it's about understanding. But I see now that maybe I've caused more confusion than clarity.
Extension School Parking Lot, February 2nd, North Dakota, 2025-afternoon. The scene opens with Belma and Earik slamming the doors of Dave's car behind them as they both climb in, clearly fuming. Dave is in the driver's seat, gripping the steering wheel, his usual scowl on his face. It's been a long, frustrating day for all of them, And it's clear that Dave hasn't forgiven them for their previous antics, especially after what happened with the Campfire Foundation. But today, Belma and Earik have bigger problems than just Dave's grumbling. They've just failed their math test, and they're still angry. They're furious about how Miss Clementine completely turned on them after everything they did in her class.
I swear, if I hear the words 19,921 one more time, I'm going to lose it. This is the thanks we get for thinking outside the box? This is what happens when you try to be creative in this stupid school system.
I can't even believe she did this to us. After everything, after we followed her lead, she fails us. And you know what the worst part is? She didn't even care that we were trying to make a point. She just looked at us like we were crazy. Hey, I don't know what happened in there, but you two better stop with your little projects and just do what you're supposed to do. I'm not playing this game anymore. Failing tests, burning down foundations. It's getting out of hand.
Don't even start with us, Dad. You're the one who's been angry with us since we tried building that new campfire foundation, remember? You think we're the problem? We aren't the ones failing us, Miss Clementine is. She's the one who told us 1 + 1 = 19,921. And now she's turning around and acting like we messed up.
Exactly. She told us that nonsense, and we took it seriously. We thought we were being smart. But now she's saying we failed because we didn't follow the rules. Well, guess what, Miss Clementine? We followed your rules. You said 1 + 1 = 19,921, so we answered every question with that. You made us fail, not us. You think you're in the red here? You think it's okay to turn in a test like that? There's a reason you go to school, Belma. There's a reason you learn math. And it's not to mess around. This isn't a joke. This is about your future.
Future? Future? Are you serious, Dad? You were talking about our future when you're the one who doesn't even listen to us. The future's supposed to be about change, about doing things differently. But you and Miss Clementine are stuck in this backward system where the answers have to fit into neat little boxes. You want us to be like everyone else, don't you? Just follow the rules, don't question anything, don't think for ourselves.
Int. Belma's bedroom, night, February 2nd, North Dakota, 2025. The room is dimly lit by a small desk lamp casting a soft, yellowish glow on the walls. The window is slightly ajar, and a cool breeze moves the curtains gently. Belma and Earik are both lying on separate sides of Belma's bed, surrounded by their books and notes. The air is thick with the weight of the day, the failed math test, the furious confrontation with Dave, and the ever-present frustration with their messed-up foundation projects. They both stare up at the ceiling in silence, each lost in their thoughts.
You know, Earik, I can't stop thinking about what happened today. The test. The math. And how Dad flipped out about the foundation thing. It's like we can't win, no matter what we do.
Yeah. It's like we're stuck between two worlds. We try to break free, do something different, but every time we do, it's like the universe just smacks us down. First, the campfire project, then the math test, 19,921, and now, Dad's on our case again. It's like we're trapped in this cycle of doing things wrong.
Yeah. But we weren't wrong. We followed the rules. It's just that the rules are broken. How can they expect us to just go along with it when nothing makes sense? I mean, 19,921 is important. It is to be. We believed in it, we felt it, and now we're being punished for being right.
I get that. I mean, think about it. We've been told for so long that you can't trust everything they teach you. School's supposed to help us learn how to think, not just to memorize a bunch of stuff. But it feels like we're the only ones who see that. Miss Clementine. She can't even keep track of what she's teaching us. She said 19,921 was right, and now she acts like it was all a mistake. But we were just following her lead.
Exactly. It's like we're the only ones awake in this class, and she's so caught up in her own mess that she can't even see it. And Dad, he just wants us to fit in. He doesn't get why we're trying to do things differently. Why we need to. Why it's important. Maybe it's not just about math. Maybe it's about shaking things up, changing the system, making a new foundation.
Yeah, a new foundation. One where 19,921 is the answer to everything. One where the rules don't tie us down to what they think is right. Maybe we don't need to listen to them anymore. Maybe we make our own rules.
I don't think Miss Clementine is ready for that. She's so caught up in her version of math, she wouldn't know what hit her. But hey, we might as well try, right? We'll show her that it's not about just getting the right answers, it's about finding our own answers. 19,921 is the key, and we're gonna figure it out. We'll make them see.
We'll make them see. We're not going down without a fight. We have to keep pushing. Because if we don't, if we just give up, we're letting them win. And we're not letting them win this time. Not now, not ever. Credit roll begins.